Oh, hello, boys and girls. You startled me. This is your host for a horribly good time, Zachary. And I'm in the cellar looking for my skeleton collection. You see, I put the skeletons together every so often, and I take them down to the graveyard for a tea party. Then I take them apart, put them back in these boxes very neatly, you know. Here they are. Now to get down off this ladder. Oh, no. All my skeleton bones spilled everywhere. There's Cousin Waldo's leg, Aunt Elvira's arm, Uncle Leon's skull, I recognize that, Cousin Willie's hand. I'll have to sort them out all over again. Well, while I do that, let me tell you a little story. A story about a skeleton who stood up for himself. I call it the skeleton's hand. It begins in a nice little town at Hummer Elementary School, in the science class of a teacher named Mrs. Ross. And standing next to Mrs. Ross is her prized classroom possession, a 6-foot-tall skeleton. A real one, the school kids say.
All right, class, quiet down. We have a lot to do today. We're going to review for tomorrow's test on the human skeleton. You'll need to name several of the bones. Please get out a piece of paper and a pencil.
Yeah, what?
And then I need for everyone to please.
Ready for that stupid skeleton test?
No way. I think I'm gonna lock Mrs. Ross out of her office so she can't get to the test papers. You know, like we did last time.
Ron and Ralph.
Oh.
Students, it seems that Ron and Ralph know the bones of the skeleton so well they don't even have to listen. So, Ron and Ralph, why don't you come up here and name the bones for all of us?
What?
Come up here. Now, use my skeleton and name the bones we've studied. Start with the hand.
The finger bones. They're called,
they're called, I think it's, something like a, is it the cafabula?
That's enough. Boys, you've been too busy talking to know anything about the names of the bones. Return to your desks. I'm going to call your parents and ask that they make the two of you sit down together tonight, study, and repeat the names of the bones back to them.
Man, this stinks. She made us look stupid in front of the whole class.
Well, Mrs. Ross and her stupid skeleton aren't gonna get away with this.
What do you mean?
Just meet me after school, okay?
When school dismissed that day, everyone headed home, just like always. But not Ron and Ralph. They hid in the boys' room until they couldn't hear anyone, and they felt that the teachers were gone.
Look, looks like it's clear. Come on.
Where?
To Mrs. Ross's classroom. Where else? Here's her room, and she's gone. But her skeleton's not. Come on.
Man, what are you doing?
We're gonna pay her back. You know how great Mrs. Ross thinks the skeleton is? But when she comes in to give us that bone test tomorrow, she's gonna see that her skeleton doesn't have a left hand.
Oh, man, you broke it.
Nah, just unhooked it. We'll just keep it long enough for Mrs. Ross to freak out. Now, come on.
Now it was night. My favorite time of day. A stormy night at that. Ralph and Ron had been scolded by their parents and were now being made to study at Ron's house in his room. But they were too busy playing with a certain skeleton's hand.
Okay, skeleton. Wave bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
We're supposed to be studying.
Hey, look, Mr. Bones is picking a booger from my nose.
Oh, gross, man. Get that skeleton's finger out of your nose.
Oh, have some fun. We're not going to have a test tomorrow. When Mrs. Ross sees her skeleton is minus one hand, she'll be too upset to give a test.
Yeah.
Son, we're going next door to talk to Ralph's parents. We'll be back in a few minutes. Remember what we talked about. You two are to buckle down and study. No phone, no playing. Understand?
Yeah, Dad.
Yes, sir. Now wave bye-bye, Mr. Skeleton. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Stop playing with that skeleton's hand, Ralph. We're in enough trouble. Now let's study. And tomorrow we get to school early and put the hand back.
Now lighten up, man.
It's probably your parents checking on you.
You gonna get it?
Hello? Hello?
Give it back.
What?
Give it back.
Who was it?
Wrong number, I guess. Some weird person saying, give it back.
What? Probably the same guy. Tell him to get the number right.
Hello?
Give me back my hand.
Ron, who is it?
Give me back my hand.
Ralph, it's that same voice. He's saying, give me back my hand.
What? You're kidding, you.
No, I promise. Here, take the phone. Listen.
Give me back my hand.
Why'd you hang up the phone?
That's too weird, Ron. Somebody's playing a joke on us.
A joke? Nobody knows we took the hand, Ralph. Nobody except the skeleton.
What are you trying to say? No way! Are you saying that the skeleton wants his hand back? What's that?
The front door. I guess my parents are back.
They wouldn't be back this soon.
Dad! Dad! Is that you?
Is it them? Why aren't they answering?
Listen. Somebody's on the stairs.
It sounds like Bones. Ron, what's going on? This ain't real.
I don't know. You shouldn't have taken that skeleton's hand. It's at the door. Who's there?
Something's sliding under the door. Looks like a note. You get it?
Ralph, look. It says, give me back my hand. And it's written in red ink.
Ron, do you think that red stuff is really ink?
The doorknob, it's turning. Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Go out the other door. It opens into the bathroom, and that goes into the hall. Go! Down the stairs and out the front door, quick!
Is it still coming? Do you think it's gonna follow us out here?
I don't know. We just better give back. Listen!
It's still after us!
Ralph! On our bikes, hurry! Go, go, go!
Lightning filled the sky and thunder growled. But Ron and Ralph didn't hear it. They just rode their bicycles down the sidewalks as fast as they could go.
It's way back there, right? It's not still after us.
It's there. It's coming after us.
Go faster, faster!
I am, but it's still there. I hear it.
It's getting closer.
Look out, Ralph. The fire hydrant. We're gonna...
Ron, are you okay?
Oh man, I think I'm hurt bad.
I hear it. Listen, it's still coming. The skeleton's coming.
Give it what it wants.
Give me back my hand.
Here it is. Take it. Take it. Take it.
And the next day, there stood the skeleton in Mrs. Ross's science class with its left hand back where it belonged. And in the back of the room sat Ron and Ralph, rubbing their bandaged left wrists that they had sprained in the bicycle wreck. And the quiet, well-behaved boys are sure that they saw Mrs. Ross look at her skeleton and wink. I hope you enjoyed my story. As for me, I haven't had much luck organizing my bone collection after I dropped it. I believe I've got Cousin Willie's ribs mixed up with Aunt Elvira's knee, mixed up with Uncle Leon's foot, which is mixed up with... oh, well. It's going to take a while. Until we meet again, happy shivering, huh? They call that music? Give me a good bone-chilling tune any day of the week. Yeah, much better, don't you think? This is your music-loving friend Zachary. I'm so glad you joined me. I'm sure you're here for one of my stories, and I won't disappoint you. So while I enjoy this bit of soothing, cheerful music, I hope you'll enjoy the story I call The Case of the Rock and Roll Vampire.
Cool! Isn't he great, Rick?
Yeah, I guess so. I just haven't heard much about him, Liz.
Being my older brother doesn't mean you know everything. This is his first CD, but everybody's saying he's great, that he's gonna be the next big rock star.
And his name's really Bloodsucker Boss?
Yeah! Isn't that cool?
Cool? You think everybody's cool. What's he look like? His picture's not even on the CD.
I read he's really cute and wears cool makeup. Not being seen a lot is part of his act. Anyway, we'll get to see him tonight in concert. Isn't that cool?
Well, I'm only going because Mom and Dad are making me so I can keep an eye on you.
I'm so glad I won those concert tickets at the radio contest. But the really cool part are the backstage passes they're giving us. Just think, we get to go to Bloodsucker Boss's dressing room and meet him in person before the concert.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell him that I'm his biggest fan.
That's for sure. We've been sitting in your bedroom listening to his music for hours.
Come on, let's get ready. Dad's gonna be here in a little while to take us to the concert.
That night, most of my stories happened at night, you know. Liz and Rick arrived at the Bloodsucker Boss concert just a few minutes before showtime.
Isn't this cool? All these people here to see Bloodsucker Boss.
Wow.
See that guy over there in the Bloodsucker Boss t-shirt? He's probably with the group. Let's ask him how we can get to Bloodsucker's dressing room. Hi.
Hi.
I've got these 2 backstage passes here to see Bloodsucker Boss. I won them in the radio contest. My brother, Rick, and I were hoping to see Bloodsucker backstage before the show.
Yeah, sure. Bloodsucker's been asking where the contest winners are. He's really looking forward to meeting the 2 of you.
He is?
Sure. Follow me.
So Liz and Rick followed the man through the twisting hallways of the auditorium. They went deep into the dark and dingy rooms behind the stage.
Sounds like Bloodsucker's warming up in his dressing room. Hang on, kids. Hey, Bloodsucker!
Yeah?
I got 2 fans of yours here. The 2 backstage pass winners.
Ah, cool. Send them in.
Hey, have fun, kids. You're not gonna forget this soon.
Look, Rick. There he is.
Yeah, all dressed in black.
Hello, fans. I'm Bloodsucker Boss.
Hi,
She's trying to say her name is Liz. I'm her brother, Rick. Liz is pretty excited to meet you.
I'm very excited to meet the two of yours. Excuse me while I set my guitar over here.
Liz, look how white and pale he is, like a ghost. And his eyes are red.
Yeah, isn't it cool? It's all makeup, part of his act.
Now, I gotta go on for a few minutes. But I can make time for the two of you. Are you okay now, Liz?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I just lost it. I'm one of your biggest fans. I listen all the time to your new CD. They only come out at night.
Thanks.
Can I have an autographed picture?
I don't really let anyone take my picture. It's a personal belief of mine. But what I usually do is autograph some pictures I have here. Pictures of a wolf and bat.
You sign pictures of wolves and bats?
Sure. Let me find a couple.
Liz, did you hear that? He doesn't have pictures taken of himself. He gives out pictures of wolves and bats.
So?
Doesn't that seem weird? And look around the dressing room. No mirrors. They're all covered with black cloth.
Maybe he doesn't like mirrors.
Liz, maybe Bloodsucker Boss is a vampire.
What?
I'm sorry? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Okay. One wolf picture. One bat picture. I'll sign them to Liz.
Mr. Boss, we were wondering if the next concert you give could be out in the stadium during the day.
Damn. I don't give concerts during daylight. I only come out at night.
See, Liz?
No. Here are your autograph pictures.
Thanks. I've got my camera. Is it okay if Rick takes my picture with you?
I told you, I don't take pictures.
Yeah? Why don't you?
I just don't.
And you don't like mirrors either, do you?
You notice the cover mirrors? You're a very smart little boy. Smart little boys can get in trouble sometime.
Rick didn't mean anything by it. He's just got this really stupid idea. He was saying that maybe you're a vampire.
Really?
Isn't that stupid?
Liz, look at him. He's not laughing.
I mean, Bloodsucker. He was talking about how white you are, how you have pictures of wolves and bats, how your mirrors are covered, and you said you never gave concerts in the daytime, and that's why Rick said he thought you are a vampire.
A vampire? Yes, your brother would be so funny if he weren't so right. I'm a rock and roll vampire, a creature of the night. You've got pretty little legs, and I love to bite. What Bloodsucker says, you must do. And no, this vampire will sink his teeth into you.
I don't think so. Liz, run!
I am!
Run, Liz, run!
I am!
He's right behind us.
Rick, Bloodsucker's changed into a bat! A vampire bat!
Run, around this way!
He's swooping down on us!
This way!
Where's the bat? Where'd he go? Rick, look, that dog!
That's not a dog, it's a wolf! Now Bloodsucker's changed into a wolf!
Rick, I'm out of breath! He's gaining on us!
Around this corner! We'll duck into a dressing room and hide!
No, we've got to keep running! Get away!
In here, Liz! In this dressing room!
No, I'm running to the stage! Somebody out there can help!
So while Rick ran into the dressing room to hide, Liz kept running. She ran into the auditorium to the back of the stage with Bloodsucker right behind.
My I don't know where your brother went, Liz. But at least I'll have you.
Oh no, he's turned back into himself. I've got to get on that stage, get a microphone, and tell people Bloodsucker Boss is really a vampire.
And now, here's who you came to see. Rock and roll's next big superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, Bloodsucker Boss!
As the crowd cheered, Liz ran to a microphone.
Wait a minute, everybody. I've got to tell you, Bloodsucker Boss is really a vampire.
They don't hear you, Liz.
He is. He's a vampire, and he's after me. Somebody help!
Oh, they don't believe you. They think it's just part of the show. And now, Liz, you're all mine.
But just then, Rick ran onto the stage. He carried a strange-looking spotlight.
Hey, who's that boy? What's he doing with that light?
Hey, Bloodsucker, leave my sister alone. And take this. It's a sun lamp, Bloodsucker. I found it in one of the dressing rooms. And we all know what sunlight does to vampires like you.
Hey, look at Bloodsucker. What's happening to him?
He's smoking, burning. That sun lamp is melting him.
The girl's right. He really is a vampire.
See? Told ya!
Turn it off!
No way, Bloodsucker.
He blew up, Bloodsucker. Just blew up.
Liz, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks to you. You saved my life, Rick.
No problem. Here, give me that microphone. Hey, everybody! That's all of the show. And that's all of Bloodsucker Boss.
And Rick and Liz went home, gathered up all the Bloodsucker Boss fan magazine articles and Liz's Bloodsucker Boss CD, and tossed them into the garbage. There you have it. Cute story, huh? Of course, I'm not saying all rock and roll stars are vampires. Oh, no, not in the slightest. Why, some of them are werewolves, mummies, alien creatures, zombies, ghouls. You get the idea? Happy shivering! Oh, hello, I didn't see you. In the unlikely event that this is the first of my cheerful stories that you've listened to, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zachary, and I was just kneeling here digging in my garden. I know I'm out here at night, but you see, I'm not much of a day person. Anyway, the story I have for you has a lot to do with a garden. It's about a garden with a gargoyle. What's a gargoyle? Oh, you silly child. A gargoyle is a hideous stone statue of a creature that is neither beast nor human. And the gargoyle I am talking about sits in a garden instead of on a building. And this gargoyle is very different because it's Aunties Gargoyle. The boy you hear humming is Jason. He comes from a nice home with a loving mother. He has lots of toys and lots of friends. But right now, Jason doesn't have any of those things. All Jason has right now is his Auntie Ella.
Jason boy, where are you?
no. Over here, Auntie.
Over where? Don't you know you have chores to do, boy? This isn't a vacation, you know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Living with his Auntie Ella really wasn't Jason's idea. He didn't even know he had an Auntie Ella until something happened that made it necessary for Jason to stay with her. Auntie Ella was a well-kept secret.
I just heard from your mother, Jason.
You did? Is she all right?
Oh, she's fine. She said she would be in the hospital a few more weeks.
A few more weeks?
And she said you're to do the chores I asked, especially tend the garden.
The garden?
It's such a nice garden. I don't know why you don't like taking care of it.
But I do take care of it.
Not all of it. You never go near that corner of the garden near the woods.
But I don't like it there, Auntie. It always dark in that part of the garden, and the grass and trees are dead around there. And the air is cold even when it's hot everywhere else.
And?
There's that terrible-looking statue.
You mean my garden gargoyle?
It looks like half human, half animal. It sits there like it's waiting to pounce and jump on me. And its face, it looks like it's growling, showing its sharp teeth. It's like it's angry at me. And sometimes when I tend the garden, it feels like the gargoyle is watching me. I don't think it's very funny, Auntie.
Such gibberish, boy. And about a sweet little stone gargoyle. Now get those garden tools and get over there.
Now?
Are you a baby? Some scared little wimp? I want that corner of the garden cleaned up. Pull those weeds. Trim back those dead branches. Make that gargoyle proud to be sitting there. And do it now.
Jason's heart beat faster as he got the tools together and took them to the far corner of the garden. As Jason got closer, he could hear the dead branches moan as the wind made them dance against the darkening sky. He could feel the air take on an icy chill of the coldest day of winter. The birds stopped singing and wouldn't even come near this part of the garden. And there, in the middle of it all, sitting in the shadows of the dead trees, was the twisted shape of Aunties Gargoyle.
Maybe it won't be so bad. I'll just work fast. I'll just pull the weeds, cut the branches, and do it real fast. I won't get anywhere near that stupid old gargoyle.
Jason grabbed the tangled dry weeds and he pulled and worked as if he were in a race, and making sure never to look at the gargoyle watching him a few feet away. But Jason pulled and pulled at the weeds. No matter how hard he worked, there seemed to be more weeds to pull. It seemed as if the weeds weren't going away. Then Jason saw what was happening.
I don't believe it. As soon as I pull up some weeds, they come right back. Okay, forget that. I'm just going to trim the tree branches. I'm just going to do that and get back to the house. And then I'm never going to this part of the garden again. There. And this one. There. Why are there so many dead trees here? Got that one. So many dead trees around that. Around that gargoyle. What's going on? This is crazy. I don't believe this. The branches are growing back out. No, you can't. You can't. As soon as I cut the dead branches, they grow back. That's it. I'm out of this creepy old garden. No way. Ah!
Jason tripped and fell backward and found himself staring right into the gargoyle's gnarling face.
No! No!
Suddenly, the gargoyle's eyes moved and glowed a bright red and looked right at Jason. Jason ran as fast as he could toward the house and away from the garden.
Help! Auntie! Help!
Why, boy? What in the world are you doing?
The garden, there's something wrong, and the gargoyles.
What about my gargoyle?
The weeds and dead branches grow back, and the gargoyle, it's alive. It's haunted. I'm not lying. It is.
I know about the gargoyle, boy.
What?
It scared my other nephews, too.
Other nephews? I thought I was the only one.
Oh, no. They were all scared at first. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
No, I don't want to know.
You're coming with me, boy.
No. Let me go. Stop. I don't want to go with you. Stop. I just want to go home.
But Auntie Ella wouldn't let go. She pulled Jason into her house and to the cellar door.
Now let Auntie show you her other gargoyles, right here in the cellar.
I don't want to go down there. Let me go.
In a moment, Auntie Ella had pulled Jason into the cellar, and the boys stood there looking at a shelf of 6 other stone gargoyles. Each had its own different look, but they all shared the same snarling face.
A bunch of gargoyles? What are you doing with them?
See, whenever I get tired of one garden gargoyle, I get another. And I've grown very tired of the one I have now.
What do you mean? Why are you showing me this?
Your cousins were scared of the garden gargoyle, too, until they became one.
What?
I want you to meet your cousin, Andy. And there's your cousin, Willie. And there's your cousin, Doug.
No.
And that one is your cousin,
Let me out of here.
Just take a look in my magic mirror, right here on the wall, boy. You'll feel your arms and legs becoming hard, turning to stone.
No, I won't look in that mirror.
Do it! Just look in the mirror.
I won't. But I will make the gargoyle look in the mirror.
No!
Why not? What are you afraid of? What happens if I hold the mirror up to the gargoyles like this?
No, stop!
They change back into boys. That's what I thought. When they see their reflections in the mirror again, they'll change back into boys.
Oh, stop! Put that mirror down.
Cousin Willie, Cousin Doug, all of you. You're free from Auntie's spell. You're not her garden gargoyles anymore.
Stop it! Stop!
No.
Stay away!
Now it's time for you to look in the mirror, Auntie Ella.
Oh no! Get that mirror away from me!
Are your arms and legs?
No.
Are your arms and legs getting heavy? It's that wrinkled old face getting hard.
Stop it, boys!
Look in the mirror, Auntie! In the mirror, look!
And later that day, a group of boys returned to the homes they had not seen for some time. And in Auntie's garden, there was a new gargoyle. And instead of wearing a snarl on its face, this one looked as if it were screaming. And that's my story, so how are you feeling, eh? A little stone-faced and stiff, eh? Perhaps you'd like to sit here in my garden and relax. What's that? I've dug up something hard, like... Oh, dear, silly me. I haven't been digging in my garden. I've been digging in the graveyard. And guess what I've just dug up? I'll just plant him somewhere else. This is Zachary. Thanks for listening. Get back down in there. Hello, young listener. It's me again, Zachary. Or perhaps you're just meeting me for the first time. Either way, welcome. I was just looking over this big, beautiful house, admiring the rotted woodwork, The peeling wallpaper, the holes in the roof, the rusty door hinges, and those lovely cobwebs. I was thinking about buying this house because no one else will. You see, people say it's haunted. My kind of home. Now pull up a chair and sit so I can tell you about another haunted house, a very special haunted house. This is the story of the haunted treehouse. Our tale begins in a nice little neighborhood, perhaps much like the one in which you live. Much too nice for me, but it's fine for Darrell and his little sister Debbie. They have a new home, but they're about to find out that they have much more than that.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, great. I didn't want Mom and Dad to move, and I heard them say nobody's lived in this house for a long time.
It's bigger than our old house. I think it looks nice.
Yeah, well, you would. There's not going to be anything to do around here.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Nick. This is my sister Joan.
Oh, hi.
My name's Debbie, and my brother's Darrell.
We saw you guys moving in. Nobody's lived here in a long time.
Yeah, I can see why.
Well, have you seen the treehouse yet?
Treehouse?
Yeah, way back at the end of the backyard at the edge of the woods. Come on.
Nick and Darrell ran through the backyard with the girls behind them. There, behind the branches and the bushes, in the twisting, gnarled arms of an old tree, was what was left of a once giant treehouse.
Wow! Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was back here for a while, 'cause it's kind of hidden.
And it's kind of torn up.
But the floor is still there, and there's part of a couple of walls, and the wood from it's lying around. You know, we could build this back and have a pretty cool treehouse.
Darrell, I was hoping you were going to say that.
So, over the next few days, the boys went to work. Beginning early in the morning and all day long, Darrell and Nick would saw and nail. But would they have worked so hard if they had known what was going to happen?
Hey! Hey! Darrell! Nick!
Yeah, we're busy.
Joan and I are going to come up. We want to help.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, this is a boys' treehouse.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. You can't come up.
I'm telling Mommy.
Me too.
Go on, you babies.
I hope they stay away.
Yeah, me too. Hey, what'd you do with those nails? I had them right here and... Hey, what'd you do that for?
Do what?
All those nails. You nailed them halfway down into the floor in a circle. Why'd you do that, Nick?
I didn't. I'm too busy working to play around like that.
Well, who did?
Just pull them up and use them.
Okay. Hey, look, down there.
What?
There's some old man standing in our yard staring up at us.
Yeah. Look at him. Ratty and dirty old clothes. Looks like he hasn't washed or combed his hair in a month. Pretty weird.
Well, who is he?
How would I know? I've never seen him before. Maybe you should tell your dad about him later. Let's go back to work.
Okay.
After a while, the old man disappeared from the yard. But the next day, when the boys came to work on their treehouse...
Hey, look! All that lumber we stacked at the bottom of the tree! Somebody's throwing it around everywhere!
What a mess! Somebody's gonna get smacked for this.
Oh, I bet the girls did it. Come on, let's get back to building and show them they're not gonna stop us. No, well, we got that wall finished. We finished the other wall and the roof, and we can spend the night in here.
We can't finish anything until you tell me where you put the saw.
Me? You had it last. Over there, bud. Look!
Oh man, my saw's bent. It looks like the letter L. What'd you do that for?
I didn't.
Darrell, look. That old man is back in the yard, staring at us.
You boys up there.
Don't say anything to him.
I know you boys can hear me. You come down from there and stay out of that treehouse. It belongs to my boy.
He's crazy.
He and some of his friends built it years ago, just like you. They stayed in it one night. A big storm rolled through. Lightning everywhere. I was watching from our house when a big bolt of lightning struck the treehouse. It was like an explosion. The treehouse split apart. Nobody ever saw my boy or his friends again. But I know he still lives in that treehouse. And he wants you boys out of there.
Go away, mister! You don't live here.
Nick, don't talk to him.
I've warned you boys. You better get out of that treehouse before it's too late.
He's leaving.
If you haven't told your dad about him yet, think you better.
By the end of the day, Daryl and Nick had finished the treehouse, and they were excited about the adventure of spending their first night there. An adventure they would remember the rest of their lives.
Man, this is so cool.
Yeah, Debbie's mad about it.
So's my sister.
Hey, listen. What was that?
What? I just hear our treehouse creaking, that's all. It does that.
Sounds like a storm.
Yeah.
Remember that old man was talking about a storm. How one came up and lightning struck the treehouse while his son was in it.
Well, that old man is crazy, Daryl. Are you gonna scare yourself with that stupid story he told? Hey, that's it. Let's tell ghost stories.
Nah, let's not.
You're like my little sister.
Hey, Nick!
Yeah, I hear it. It's just the tree branches. They're scratching against the side of the treehouse.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, Nick! You hear that? It's like somebody moaning, crying. It's just the stupid wind, right?
No, it's our stupid sisters. Hey, you stupid girls! Get out of here! Go home! They can't stand that we've got this place all to ourselves, so they're trying to scare us out. Go home!
Yeah, they're trying to scare us. I bet they're out there right now. Hey, you! Nick, look out the window. There's nobody out there. Nobody around the trees. Nobody in the yard.
Daryl, what's going on?
There's something here with us. This treehouse is haunted. Door, it's opening.
Who's there?
Nobody. There's nobody there.
Run! Daryl, run! God, hurry! Let's get out of here.
Run, Nick, run! Let's get to the house. Look out! Hit the ground!
Daryl, did you see that? That lightning, it hit the treehouse, and it blew into pieces.
If we had been in there, we would have been...
Boys! It's okay, boys.
Run, Daryl! It's that crazy old man!
No, it's all right. I'm not crazy. I just want to make sure you boys are okay.
Huh? Yeah, we're okay.
You got out of the treehouse just in time. The lightning destroyed it.
Like with your boy?
Yes. Only he and his friends didn't get out. But he helped you two boys get out.
What do you mean?
I had a dream tonight. I saw my boy in the dream, and he told me lightning was going to strike the treehouse again. And he was going to make sure you boys weren't in there when it happened. And he told me to come and make sure you were safe.
You mean your son's ghost is what was scaring us and told us to get out?
I don't know, but something chased you out of there and saved you, didn't it?
Saved by a ghost. And so ends my story, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. And I think I'm going to enjoy living in this wonderful old house. Just think of all the cute little rats, bugs, and spiders who live here. And who knows, I may have my very own ghost. I hope so. Happy shiverings!